Hello traders, welcome to another edition of Weekly Trading Results with TradeTheBear.com. My name is Stacy, and just so you know, I've been trading the markets for many years. And anyway, I want to share with you some of the things that we have going on, and most importantly, this week we're going to talk about our weekly results and what happened to us last week. And I'm going to try to keep this up to date as the year progresses, and look forward to sharing this with you. So this week we took a little bit of punishment. Let me get this over here, and I'm gonna show you a little bit of what we're doing. I'm gonna use this as my cover page, which is a pretty interesting setup. You can see the bear. You know, the bear is pretty predominant coming through the chart, and this is the current chart. So I'm gonna try to keep that updated, or at least close, you know, to what the trend might be. And 21% is our weekly trading results, so that's what we've experienced so far from year to date. And then the barometer, whatever you want to call it, the barometer is going to be something I'm going to use to gauge the market. And I'm going to talk a little bit about how I gauge whether we're in a bull market or a bear market, and then how to trade accordingly as I go through this video today. So anyway, just kind of sit tight and see how we're doing. So look for this on the front. You'll be able to see this. Hopefully I'll put this as a badge on each video. Be easy to go back and look at it and see what's transpiring. The other thing that I'm going to do is keep this up to date, which is TradeTheBear.com, which is the website that I'm managing. And you can see the actual results. 21% increase through 3/11. I started this account back in October with $2,000, and we're running about $34.22 this week. Getting a little rough. The markets are down a little bit. We'll go into that as we study the charts here, and you can see this reflected in these bounces here. But 2819.67 is what this account was at the beginning of the year, so we'll just keep an eye on it and see how it progresses. I'm only trading the XLF and the KRE in this account, so look for that. You know, watch how we do that, and you know, learn from how we're trading. I like the idea of doing it this way because I've seen many folks who put their stuff up online, but they never talk about what the results are. There's a few of them out there that do, but anyway, we're gonna try to accomplish that. So let's go in, and we're gonna take some time, and we'll look at our charts and just kind of see where we're at and why. You know, here's the S&P 500, the SPY. You can see this morning it's trading down. This is Monday after the 11th. What is today's date? The 14th of March. So, you know, you can see we're in a pretty good downtrend. And then when you look over here at the weekly chart, I got a red signal back in 221 is when that signal would manifest itself. And that's the reason for this red box here. This is just telling me 25% of what I'm doing as far as trend goes is based on the weekly chart. 25% is based on the daily chart. 25% on the on-balance volume. You can see how on-balance volume is getting hammered right now. And then 25% of it's basically my gut, you know, for lack of a better term, just my experience, intuition, things of that nature that, you know, cause me to look at the market in a certain or particular way. So I am short this. I'm happy to see this going down this morning. I do anticipate that it's going to get back down here and test this support level. One of these days I'm going to have to do a little more work with this on, you know, what support and resistance looks like. So I'll be sharing that in the future. So stick around, maybe subscribe, and look for these videos to come your way. So the ones that I like to trade are, let's go to the KRE. So regional banks are kind of pulling back right now into a bearish trend, and you can see over here that again we're bearish. We got our signal on 3.7, so you know 25% says hey, go short here. 25% is long here, so this one I would be actually I am long this one right now. Looking for it to come up here and see if it makes a turn. And but I'm not long 100% because I don't have 100% faith that this is going to go long. So I'm only 30% long, if that makes sense. But based on risk management, I can gauge what percentage of the particular trade that I want to put at risk. So there's KRE. Let's go to the Qs. The Qs are back down here hitting support. You can see here I have a green line, a yellow line, and a red line. Red line's hard resistance, yellow line is soft resistance, for lack of a better term, and then the green is our support level that we're looking to. You can see it's kind of holding that level. If we can break out of this and get some volume going, we're going to see this even go down further. And of course over here we've been short since 214, and thus trading accordingly. We looked at the SPY briefly, and you can see this again here. And then let's go look at home builders. Home builders been acting a little weird. Again, the on-bounce volume tells me short, the daily tells me short, and the weekly tells me short. And it's had me short since 110. And you know, this is a pretty interesting. You know, you get a good signal pulling back to the 20-period moving average, and then rolling over and coming down again. And then this a little bit of a head fake here. Didn't quite make the 20 moving average. So again, I'm anticipating this to also make it to this support level. And then this one's been a lot of fun with what's going on with Ukraine. And the XLE, if you look at this chart and you look at oil, you're going to see that there's a pretty good correlation to how they might work together. This one's pretty strong up. You know, this is when we decided to pull out of the Russian oil. We're going to ban Russian oil. So drove the prices up pretty good. Of course, it comes back in and just settles in. Now we're sitting at the 20-period moving average. Let's see how close this chart looks to the XLE. You know, not quite down to the moving average. So you know, this is basically the energy stocks around oil. It's not oil itself, but it is the sector, the services sector. That's what I was looking for. And the other one that's giving me a little trouble, a little grief this morning, but not too much, is the XLF. You can see, you know, we've got a good signal down. We're down here, we're down here, we're down here. So I'm short. I'm anticipating this is going to come down here and hit this level, which I was able to pick up from before as a fib level. I think off of here is where I pulled it, you know, kind of a fib extension level. So you know, that's what's happening. Let's go back and look at the SPY again, and you know, this is crunching down, and I do anticipate as we get closer to this level here, this could be a baseline area. You can almost see how it's trying to form a baseline here and make its way sideways. So we'll watch for that. We'll see what it does. And the other things that I like to look at, which really don't matter that much, but they do influence the market. The dollar, it's one of the axis things. I mean, you look at oil, the dollar, and gold, and usually two are up and one is down. So right now, let's see if that's true. I think they're all up, which that kind of blows that theory out. Oh no, look, gold's pulling back, and dollar is long. I'm just kind of holding in there. And then of course we already looked at oil, and we could see what it's doing. So there you go. Oh, the other thing we want to look at is we do want to take a quick look at bonds and just kind of have our eye on that. Just kind of keep my peripheral on the bonds and just see what they're doing. I like to look at the ZB. That is probably the better one for, you know, that's the one I traded, you know, a little bit when I was doing some day trading. So, you know, things are going good. You know, 21% increase in the first quarter. Not bad. I would like to see that 150%, and let's see if we can get it to there. And again, thank you for being a part of this, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll see some value in this. Please make comments down below, you know, subscribe, and look for future videos. Thank you.